It's morning now. The sun's coming up. There's the time. It's 7:36, Friday, October 21st, 2022. I didn't dream anything. Um, we I'll have to pick off from where we left off just now. Um, it's just strange now. Usually when I film this, it goes from day to night, and it's gonna be reversed now. So it's gonna get bright just now. But I wanted to film the whole video at night, but I had Tones is here, right? He got up to go get ready for school. Anyways, continuing this like 3 to 4 hour long now video that I'm still going on about. Okay, let's pick up where we left off. Oh, I looked out the window. It's 0 degrees right now, so the first set of like frost just showed up here, so it's getting snowy now. I'm trying to figure out like because now like whatever I missed last night, because I felt like when I fell asleep the video was still going in my head. Fuck, it's so annoying. It's like I tell you guys a lot of things in my sleep, and when I get up and like when I wake up and I have to film this now, I forget everything I need to say now because I already said it once already. Like to repeat what I already said. Ugh. I feel like I'm gonna go out of order now. Sorry if nothing makes sense now. I'm doing as best as I can in the moment, okay? Um okay, it I'm really struggling, Chris. My eyes look fucking terrible. Okay. I had some of you ask me, when I'm in crowded places, what does that pain feel like? Right? Um, the best way like I can explain it or compare it to is if you're staring at the sun. Like you don't have sunglasses on. Me being in a crowd of people feels like I'm staring at the sun without sunglasses on. That's what the pain feels like. So eventually, if you stare at the sun too long, you go blind, right? That's what it feels like. Like I can't control what I see, what I'm feeling. It pisses me off. I have no control over the situation. Okay, and then next thing you guys asked me, how do I know when someone reads me? How do I know when someone's drawing energy from me? That's like me asking you how would you know it's about to rain? You know what I mean? But like I don't know how to explain it in terms of like my perspective, right? Like if I tell you, how do you know if it's gonna rain? You notice like the sky will get dark, it'll be clouds, it'll get cold. You feel those things, right? Um so for me, when someone's drawing my energy or like reading my energy, it's something similar to that. That's how it feels, but I can't explain to you what the equivalent would be, right? Like I can't explain to you what the sky darkening, the clouds showing up, the temperature change. I can't explain that in terms of like when someone's reading me. Like, it's annoying. I can't explain it. But I feel something similar to that, right? Yeah, that's what that feels like. Right? Like you can you can feel when a rain's about to, you can feel when it gets dark and it's about to rain. I feel the same kind of way when someone's reading me or drawing my energy at the moment and like at the time. Okay, another thing you guys asked me is what's it feel like? Um, like how do I know when someone's about to die, type of thing. Okay, let's say energetically everybody's like color coded. Okay, like for instance, my energy runs blue or sometimes sparkly. It depends. um, right. Let's say everybody's got a different color assigned to them. Okay. I just so happen, we'll use me as an example. I just so happen to be, let's take the rainbow for example, because I freaking love color. So, you know, red to purple, right? Let's say I fall in the blue category here, right? But I'm among a whole bunch of people whose energy is also blue, but they're all like different shades of blue, right? Right? Are you guys following me out? It's so annoying to explain this. Right? Let's say, I don't know. Let's say my energy is a sky blue, even though it's not. Let's say I'm a sky blue and someone else is like an ocean blue, right? When that person's about to die, right? Like when I feel that type of energy, it feels like that color's suddenly missing from this whole spectrum of color. Okay? This is what this feels like. So like I feel like an emptiness when someone's about to die, because it's like that color just went missing. It's like it doesn't exist anymore, right? It's just, I don't know. That's how it feels. It's like you still have the full rainbow there, but it's like certain, like the colors fading slow. Like I don't know how to explain it. Okay, well, let's go through my deck. Or maybe we'll go through it around like 8. Um, everybody else sleep well? Unless it's daytime for you guys. Don't sleep during the day. Don't be like me. um, that clock's 2 minutes ahead is bothering me. Mm, when you guys, so on my Instagram feed, if you guys don't feel like healing type of energy, like I definitely got to be doing something wrong then, because um I take those photos based off the energy I'm feeling. Like when I like if I feel when I took those first set of photos, it's like when I was feeling burnout. So like if that were to happen again, at least I know if I look back at these photos, like I can draw like strength and energy back from them, right? Um like for example, when you're in the city, there's like no greenery whatsoever unless you go out of your way to go look for it. So having like those plant photos in between there, like just looking back at that, if I'm in a place where like that doesn't exist, like it just it's so healing to look at. Um, there's photos and things I still gotta go take. So next year when I'm gone, I'm gonna go take those. So I gotta wait till fall. I may have to wait for the spring, like May. I probably gotta wait back again till September. I'm saving like the end of the winter photos for last. I don't mind working on fall and spring photos next year, and then summer photos whenever. Winter photos I'm saving for last. I already told you guys I want to take graffiti photos. There are other things too. You guys will see them. They're simple. They're like, I don't know. The energy just it makes you feel a type of way that makes you want to heal. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like it's my energy at the core, right? A lot of photos I want to take at night too, but it's so annoying that I can't. Like certain things look better at night. Can I turn this off now? It's not bright enough yet. Yeah, there's a lot of things I want to take pictures of, but I don't know. There are people in the way. If it's like a spirit energy in the way, like that's different. I'm working around a whole bunch of shit right now. Okay, let's go through my card deck now. So, new deck of cards. What I like about Ian's energy is that I can read him really well with cards. Like, it's the opposite normally. I can read people well without having to refer to these, but like, I can't. Ian's energy is so strange. Like, I can't. I can't feel his energy. Like, I can't, like, feel it enough to describe it to you guys. But like it's like clear cut when I read it through the cards. Anyways, I'll show you. We're gonna flip through this deck really quickly. Point being that I'm gonna talk about this now. I didn't notice the lady who designed this deck, the outside part of these cards, she wrote a poem here, right? And I just ordered this deck, and Ian said when he went manic, he wrote down a poem. So like, right, like it's too coincidental. Yeah, she wrote a poem on, like there's a poem written on the back of these cards. Right, so I'm gonna show you guys a few. I'm not gonna show you all of them because, yeah. I'll show you for example what I'm looking at. Hang on, I gotta find this card. This one. Okay, let me see if there's any others I want to look through. At least I want to show you guys. Let me see. There's 44 cards in this deck. It's pretty, like, small. It came with extra cards, so if I want to, like, add on to it, I could. Which is interesting. Normally that doesn't happen. Okay. These three, okay. Okay, this isn't self-explanatory, but based off of just looking off of this, like, look at this card. You guys can see me properly already well. Okay, time 7:52. It's bright enough to film now. Okay, anyways, look at this card. Right? Logically, when you look at this card, this is the rejection card, right? So logically, anybody looking at this is gonna be like, okay, this is like person getting rejected, right? Right? Like a match that goes out would be the rejection card, right? But for me, when I look at this, I don't read the card that way. Okay? Like, this isn't one person to me. This is, like, to me, this is feeling like like, you guys are reading it this way. I'm reading it the reverse way, like this. Like, in context of, like, say if we're talking about burnout, right? Person could be feeling like this, and then something happens and they suddenly feel like this again, right? So this is how I'm reading this. Or, right, it's not two people. This is one, like, I'm reading this as one person. Right? And normally someone would read this as two people here. I don't know, the imagery is so strong. I don't know. I bought the deck for these two cards because this is what I needed it for. So this is the back, this is the front. These images resonate with me the most. That's why I bought this deck. The healing card here, and then the patience card. Yeah, I bought the deck for these cards. They feel really good to read with, you know. Like, shuffling wise, they feel really good. I don't normally, like, I already read because I got up so early. You're supposed to ask a question when you shuffle these, right? I don't like reading on camera. I really don't like that. Yeah, anyways. I'll put the balance card on top. The poem's on the inside of the box. This box is interesting. It's on the inside too. Yeah. Deck of cards. Again, I said before, these are clarifying cards, so it's hard for me to read this by itself. I can use it in connection to the other decks I own already. Okay. Let me go on with talking. Oh, the reason I bought all those books is because um well, like when I go back now, sometimes when I buy books, the some of the money goes toward the Children's Reading Foundation, so I don't mind helping them out, right? Like every kid should have a book and go and read. Um, I have so many books I need to read. When I'm gone next year, I'm gonna I gotta go take pictures. I gotta go do other things until I feel like cause I feel like there's no foundation beneath my feet no more, right? So I need to, when I feel like the ground's solid again and I can stand on my own 2 feet, that's what I'm gonna be dealing with next year. Um, I'm gonna be reading books, studying, a whole bunch of stuff, right? Like there's no time for me to come back and film. Yeah, but when it's like when I'm done with all that, I can come back and explain if I remember to tell you guys what like happened. Mm. It's just hard. It's because no one's here helping me, right? Like I'm doing everything on my own. Um, like no one before me was ever allowed to dream this much, right? Like I feel like if I don't push for it now, all my dreams are gonna end up dead. It pisses me off. I've been like I can never like I've been in this place for so long. Like I wasted most of my life. Like I never got a chance to like live. I've been existing up until this point. So like I kind of want to change that next year. Hmm. I have life experience, but it's different. It's different in context of normal people, so it's annoying. Hmm. Even though I won't be here to like film next year, when you guys need me, I'll message you back whenever. Okay, that's what I'm gonna end up doing. There's not gonna be no video unless like I feel like the energy's so bad, like because when I didn't talk and I filmed those short videos, the energy was really bad. And I figured if you guys just saw my face, you'd be fine. But like the energy, like I think my energy drives people fucking mental. Like I shouldn't. I don't know if that did more harm than good. You know what I mean? So I don't know, like when I'm gone next year, if I should post small clips. You know, I don't mind like um a couple of seconds out of my day, but like hours and hours on end, like now, yeah, that's too much. I'm wearing Trev's shirt because there's holes in it. Where's the hole? The freaking holes in the shirt. Every time you guys see holes in the shirt, it's Trev's shirt. um, when I watched Ian's live, it felt like I was. Thanks for inviting us to your TED Talk. That's what it felt like. I told you, talk lots and lots and lots because it makes me happy to just like, even if like I can't watch the video all the way through, I'm probably gonna end up watching it back after, right? Um, are you really gonna go live like when you're going through shit? I like are you? Oh God, I just I just hope you don't regret nothing you're doing. Just make sure you know what you're doing. I'm gonna watch the lives. Just make sure you don't regret what the hell you're doing. I'm excited though. I can't wait to like, if I'm like, cause I'm gonna be like working, doing things nonstop next year. So like, when I watch the lives, they're gonna give me some motivation to keep pushing through. Okay. You know what I noticed too? Remember I said the energy felt like this? Now I'm starting to think it feels like I'm like hung up on a clothesline. Cause you that pose, like, I don't know if it's that one specific pose you do all the time. Cause like now I feel the energy changing, so now I'm not so sure on what I'm sensing here now. Okay, so when when the other guys do their lives, at the end of the lives they say capture time, right? Like when they take pictures at the end. Why don't you do that too? People are probably taking screenshots and things anyways. At least let them capture your goods. Okay, I was talking about the importance of rest, but you guys are like touring nonstop, right? Like you said, everybody's doing like 3 or 4 things at once. Does that mean you're working on the next album, like the third part of the trilogy, while this is going on? Because that sounds really mental. Oh yeah, you guys said Live fainted too. Is he okay? When I was at the concert and I was asking them, like say for example, they said they like Ian, right? I asked them why, right? And a lot of them, the first they said he's good looking. Like they listed off everything, and by the time we get to like the third or fourth point, I was like, you guys didn't say he has a nice voice. And they said yeah, that too, but like I was like, shouldn't that be the first thing on the list? You went through a glow. We could go through a glow up too. You did it, and we can all do it. Yeah, that bothered me. I was like, shouldn't they be focused more on the music than on him? Like, I noticed that too when I unbox these albums. I'm like, I'm focused more on the aesthetics than the sound, which bothers me a lot now. I think it's really funny. Like, Ian could get bare bitches. I'm just saying. Oh, it's so funny to watch. I smiled so hard when he said he was a fuckboy because I like people who tend to be self-aware, right? So like I find that so hot. It's like, get out of my head. Like, stop saying out loud what I'm thinking. But anyways, anyways, yeah, like I felt like after I went to the concert and everything, like Ian's energy is giving me so much life, right? Like I felt so dead and lifeless, so like now I feel like my body feels good. I'm like at full energy now. Like I feel really, really good. So I feel like I can take on the world next year. So like I feel so grateful because I feel like my energy was so shit before, and I feel like I got cheered up now, right? Like I feel good. That's the power of DPR. It brings people back to life. I swear I was like suffering before this. Okay, let's check Instagram really quickly. I'll show you guys the filter I wanted to use. I just hope like I hope I didn't forget to say anything. Like last night I was like shit, what if like I didn't explain anything properly? I want to, because I watched the live and the first thing that came up was the moon thing, and right, like the fact that I came home that night during the concert was a new moon, and then the way he's describing his manic episodes, he's describing it as a last quarter moon, right? And then he references the moon in one of the songs too, right? Every few times. So I want to try that theory first. Let's see if it's like a Mito moon trigger, right? Because he said there's no trigger that's bothering me. There has to be one. It's just not obvious. So just to recap, just for me to feel like I explain things properly. The time, like how I filmed that night and it's daytime now, that candle should have been out by now, right? Yeah, get a green candle, write all over it. You can mention me in there because the person who's gonna receive that message, if anything, they'll come back and yell at me if anything goes like right. They'll take it up with me if anything's going on. um, yeah, write down on the candle, burn the candle, make note of the time you light the candle, what you ate that whole day, because I need to narrow out if the triggers from the environment, from the people around you, what you eat, or if it's actually a energetic spiritual thing, right? This is what I'm trying to narrow down. And then if it's like, if I hit a dead end there, but I'm just gonna have to try out and figure out something else, right? We have to try out every other theory. I think it's a good start, a good stepping stone in the right direction. Let's see where we go. Okay, let me look for this filter real quick. Okay, I'm gonna flip around just so you guys can see what's going on here, right? How is this gonna work?